Have you ever played a game that you thought was a masterpiece? What exactly made you think that thought? There is no single factor that makes a video game a masterpiece, as it is a highly subjective designation that depends on individual preferences and opinions. However, there are several elements that are often present in games that are widely considered to be masterpieces. Here, I'll talk about 10 reasons a person might think that. The first reason is innovative and engaging gameplay mechanics. These mechanics refer to the way players interact with the game world and the actions they perform within it. The gameplay mechanics should be intuitive and easy to understand, but at the same time, they should be complex enough to keep the player engaged and challenged throughout the game. Innovative gameplay mechanics can take many forms, such as unique control schemes, creative use of physics, or innovative ways of interacting with the game world. For example, the Portal series is widely praised for its innovative use of portals to solve puzzles, and the Super Mario series is known for its inventive power-ups and level designs. Engaging gameplay mechanics refer to the way that the game keeps the player invested and motivated to continue playing. This can be achieved through well-designed progression systems, rewarding gameplay loops, and a sense of player agency and choice. A great example of engaging gameplay mechanics can be found in the Dark Souls series, which challenges players with difficult combat encounters, but rewards them with a strong sense of accomplishment when they finally overcome the challenges. The gameplay mechanics of a masterpiece game should be easy to pick up and play, but deep enough to provide a satisfying and rewarding experience throughout the entire game. The secondly reason is well-designed levels and environments. These elements contribute to the overall experience and immersion of the player in the game world. Well-designed levels and environments refer to the visual design and layout of the game's levels and the world the player navigates. The well-designed level should be both visually appealing and functional, providing a clear path for the player to follow, while also offering enough freedom and exploration to make the game interesting. Environments should be varied and interesting, providing unique and memorable locations for the player to explore. For example, the BioShock series is well known for its well-designed levels and environments that are both visually stunning and functionally engaging. The game's world is full of unique and memorable locations that provide a sense of exploration and wonder. The game's characters are also well designed, with complex backstories and motivations that make them compelling to interact with. Well-designed levels, environments, and characters help to create a memorable and immersive experience for players, drawing them into the game world and making it feel like a real and tangible place. The third reason is a compelling and well-written story. A great story in a game should engage the player, make them emotionally invested in the characters and events of the game, and provide a satisfying resolution to the plot. A well-written story requires strong character development, a clear plot structure, and engaging dialogue. Characters should have well-defined personalities and motivations that are revealed over the course of the game, making them feel like real people that the player can relate to. The plot should have a clear structure that builds tension and stakes over time, leading to a satisfying climax and resolution. Engaging dialogue is also essential to bring the characters and story to life and make the player feel like they are part of the narrative. For example, The Last of Us series is widely praised for its compelling and emotionally impactful story. The game follows the journey of two main characters, Joel and Ellie, as they navigate a post-apocalyptic world. The game's story explores themes of loss, sacrifice, and the bonds of family and friendship, making it a moving and poignant experience for players. The well-written story in a game can also help to elevate the gameplay mechanics and other elements of the game. It provides context and motivation for the player to engage with the game world and can make the overall experience more meaningful and satisfying. The compelling and well-written story is crucial to engages the player emotionally, provides motivation to continue playing, and creates a memorable and satisfying experience. The fourth reason is memorable and well-developed characters. Great characters can help players form an emotional attachment to the game and create a lasting impact on their memories long after the game is finished. A well-developed character should have a strong personality, a unique backstory, and a clear motivation. The character's personality should be well-defined and consistent throughout the game, and their backstory should be revealed over time through dialogue and cutscenes. The character's motivation should be clear, and the player should be able to understand why the character is doing what they are doing. Memorable characters can also be defined by their visual design, voice acting, and animations. A character's visual design should be unique and recognizable, making them stand out from other characters in the game. Voice acting and animations can also contribute to a character's personality, bringing them to life and making them feel more real to the player. For example, the Mass Effect series is known for its memorable and well-developed characters. The game features a diverse cast of characters, each with their own unique backstory, personality, and motivations. Players form emotional connections with these characters over the course of the game, and their actions and decisions can have a significant impact on the characters' fates. Well-developed and memorable characters can also help to elevate the gameplay mechanics and story of a game. They provide motivation for the player to continue playing and can create a more engaging and emotionally impactful experience. Overall, memorable and well-developed characters help to create a more immersive and emotionally engaging experience for players and can leave a lasting impact on the gaming industry and culture. High-quality graphics and sound design are critical factors in making a game a masterpiece. These elements can significantly impact the player's immersion in the game and create a more immersive and engaging experience. High-quality graphics can create a visually stunning game world that feels realistic and immersive. Graphics should be visually appealing and should accurately depict the game's characters, environments, and objects. Graphics should also be optimized for performance, ensuring that the game runs smoothly without significant framerate drops or other technical issues. Sound design is also an essential aspect of game design. It includes elements such as sound effects, background music, and voice acting. Sound effects should accurately depict the actions in the game and should be well-timed to create a realistic and immersive experience. Background music should complement the game's visuals and create an emotional connection with the player. Voice acting should be well executed, with actors delivering lines that feel authentic and engaging. For example, the God of War series is well known for its high-quality graphics and sound design. The game features stunning visuals, with detailed character models and environments that look and feel realistic. The game's sound design is also impressive, with a well-executed soundtrack that complements the game's action and emotional moments. High-quality graphics and sound design can also help to elevate other elements of the game, such as gameplay mechanics and story. They create a more immersive and engaging experience for players, drawing them into the game world and making it feel like a real place. The sixth reason is the world. A unique and immersive world to explore is a critical factor in making a game a masterpiece. The game world should feel like a living and breathing place that players can explore and interact with. The well-crafted game world can capture the player's imagination and create a sense of wonder and discovery that keeps them engaged and invested in the game. An immersive game world should have a consistent and well-defined art style, a sense of scale, and a clear sense of place. The world should feel cohesive, with the environment, characters, and objects all fitting together seamlessly. The game world should also have a sense of scale, with vast landscapes, intricate details, and hidden secrets for players to discover. The game world's sense of place is also essential to create immersion. A well-designed game world should have a distinct culture, history, and mythology that makes it feel unique and interesting. The world should also have a sense of history, with ruins, relics, and artifacts that reveal the world's backstory and lore. For example, the Elder Scrolls series is well known for its immersive and unique game worlds. The game features vast open-world environments with unique cultures, creatures, and lore. The world is filled with hidden secrets, treasures, and quests that make it feel alive and exciting to explore. A unique and immersive world can also help to elevate other elements of the game, such as gameplay mechanics and story. The world provides a context for the game's events, making them feel more meaningful and engaging. It also provides motivation for players to explore and discover, adding an element of excitement and wonder to the game. The world design is essential to create a sense of wonder and discovery that keeps players engaged and invested in the game, making it a memorable and enjoyable experience. The seventh reason is sense of player agency and choice. The ability to make choices that impact the story's outcome gives players a sense of control and investment in the game's narrative. It also creates a sense of replayability, as players can make different choices and explore alternative storylines. Player agency and choice can manifest in various ways in games. It can involve making decisions that impact the story's direction, such as choosing between different paths or dialogue options. It can also involve choices that impact the game's mechanics or the player's relationship with other characters. The sense of player agency and choice requires a well-designed branching narrative that can accommodate multiple outcomes and possibilities. The game's story should be flexible enough to accommodate different choices without feeling disjointed or fragmented. The player's choices should also feel meaningful and impactful, with clear consequences that affect the story and gameplay. For example, the Mass Effect series is well known for its emphasis on player agency and choice. The game features branching narratives with multiple outcomes, allowing players to make choices that impact the story and gameplay. The game's decisions can impact the relationships between characters, the outcome of battles, and the overall narrative. The sense of player agency and choice can also help to elevate other elements of the game, such as gameplay mechanics and character development. It creates a deeper level of engagement and investment in the game. The eighth reason is well-balanced difficulty and progression. A game's difficulty should be challenging enough to provide a sense of accomplishment and mastery, but not so difficult that it becomes frustrating or overwhelming. The game's progression should also be well designed, with a sense of pacing and gradual increase in challenge. The well-balanced difficulty and progression require careful consideration of the game's mechanics, level design, and player feedback. The game's difficulty should be well matched to the player's skill level, providing a sense of challenge without becoming too punishing. The game's progression should also be well designed, with clear objectives and goals that provide a sense of accomplishment and motivation. It can also help to create a sense of flow in the game. Flow is a psychological state where the player is fully engaged in the game, with a sense of focus, immersion, and enjoyment. The well-designed difficulty and progression can help to create a sense of flow, providing a sense of challenge and accomplishment that keeps the player engaged and motivated. For example, the Dark Souls series is well known for its challenging but rewarding difficulty and progression. The game's difficulty is well matched to the player's skill level, with a sense of challenge and accomplishment that provides a sense of flow. The game's progression is also well designed, with clear objectives and goals that provide a sense of accomplishment and motivation. The ninth reason is an addictive and rewarding gameplay loop. A gameplay loop refers to the sequence of actions that a player performs repeatedly in a game, often in pursuit of a particular goal or reward. The well-designed gameplay loop should be engaging and rewarding, encouraging the player to continue playing and investing time into the game. An addictive gameplay loop is one that keeps the player engaged and motivated, providing a sense of progress and accomplishment. This can be achieved through a variety of means, such as rewarding the player with in-game currency or items for completing objectives or challenges, providing a sense of progression through leveling up, unlocking new abilities or gear, or improving skills, offering a variety of challenges and goals to pursue, providing a sense of variety and accomplishment, creating a sense of competition or social interaction through multiplayer or leaderboards, incorporating elements of chance or luck, creating a sense of excitement and anticipation. The well-designed gameplay loop should also be balanced, providing enough challenge and reward to keep the player engaged, but not so much that it becomes frustrating or overwhelming. It should also be accessible and easy to understand, allowing players to quickly learn and engage with the game's mechanics. For example, the addictive and rewarding gameplay loop is a hallmark of games like Candy Crush and other popular mobile games. These games provide short but engaging gameplay loops that reward players with in-game currency or items for completing levels. The games also incorporate elements of chance and luck, creating a sense of excitement and anticipation. The 10th point is having a lasting impact on the gaming industry and culture. One of the key factors that contribute to a game being considered a masterpiece is innovation. Games that introduce new ideas, gameplay mechanics, and concepts that have not been seen before, or that significantly improve upon existing concepts, are more likely to have a lasting impact on the gaming industry and culture. These innovations can influence the development of future games and set new standards for what is possible in gaming. One example would be Dota. This game helped to create and popularize the entire MOBA genre. Since then, there have been countless games trying to create their unique spin on this idea. Another important factor is the game's reception and popularity. A game that is well received by both critics and players and achieves significant commercial success is more likely to have a lasting impact on the gaming industry and culture. These games often become cultural touchstones and are remembered fondly by gamers for years to come. The Witcher series would be a good example. The popularity of it spawned a series of other games and television shows. Finally, a game's influence on the gaming industry and culture is also an important factor. A game that inspires other developers to create similar games or that sets new trends in game development is more likely to be remembered as a masterpiece. These games can shape the direction of the industry and influence the development of games for years to come. There is no better example than Dark Souls. Dark Souls single-handedly created the Souls genre. So many other games have been directly inspired in the development of their own games because of it. It's incredible how much value we can get from a single masterpiece game. Video games are arguably one of the highest returns on your investment in regards to money spent versus hours enjoyed. However, the prices for video games have always been a little strange. If you've wondered about how video game prices are decided, click on the next video.